video we are going to see many to many relationship. So in the last one we have seen one to many, wherein one user can have multiple books. So basically the user was author and a book can just belong to a single author, right? So in this case we are going to use genre, right? So a book can have multiple genre and a genre can belongs to multiple books. So unlike one to many relationship, in this case what happen is like a book can have multiple genre and a genre can have multiple books. So therefore we can't place our foreign key either in the book nor in the genre, right? So in that case we need to create an intermediary table that would be uh, in general case like book underscore genre, so like the name of the first table underscore name of the second table, right? And it holds two primary fields which are like foreign key for the first table and foreign key for the second table along with its own ID, right? So this is the very small intermediate table. Obviously, it can have some other things that we will going to see in later videos, but for now, it's just a simple use case. So now, let's say we have a book with ID one, right? And we have two genres with ID one and two, right? So now, if one book can have both the genre one and two, so for that, it would have some entry like the book ID would be one, the genre ID would be one, the book ID will be two, the genre ID will be one, right? Sorry, the book ID will be one, genre ID will be two. So it denotes that a book ID one have multiple genres which are one and two, right? Similarly, it can also happen that a book with ID two again can have same genre. So this is the typical relation of many to many. So here it so in short, this relation tells me that a book with ID one have two genres which are one and two. Similarly, a book with ID two have two genres which are one and two. Similarly, the books with genre one are one and two, and same the books with genre two are one and two. Right. So it's pretty straightforward. So now we are going to see this in action. So for that we are firstly we are going to create our new table that would be genre table. So so migration has created our genre table, right? So now uh, this intermediate table, right? So generally the decorators we the decorator that we are going to use will create this table automatically, but it advisable that we create this table using migration. So you because of multiple reason. So firstly, uh, there are no tables which are created behind the scene, so you have control over all the tables, over all the fields. Secondly, you can uh, choose to keep indexing on or off for these fields. And thirdly, obviously you can add other fields and make this a quite complex relationship, so even that is possible. So let's go ahead and create a new table that would be our intermediate table. So create genre book, and let's say it int table, right? So just to denote that it's an intermediate table. So now we have two migration. So similarly we are just going to copy paste the entire thing from our book table in our general table, right? So we have general table. Genres. Okay. So it will have obviously the ID field and the name. So we don't know need this field here. Uh, we're just going to create this table. Await. Sorry, I'll create, create table and this dot general table, right? Similarly for the down one, we will just drop this table. So now in this intermediate table, we are going to just create two foreign keys. Let's keep it book table. Let's say is book general table, right? So let's say book. So this is our intermediate table, and we are going to create this table with a column ID. The next column will be book ID. So we are going to copy paste that from here. Similar to author ID, it would have a book ID. So or depending on whether a relation can have no books, or or a genre can have no books, or a book can have no genre, we can keep these fields as nullable, right? So nullable means if we are deleting a genre from a book, so this would become null in the table, so it won't throw an error. So for now we are just keeping it is nullable true, and it won't be unique because obviously we can have duplicates here. So we will just create this, just wait. So our migrations are ready, so we just need to run it. So it has created two tables. So first one is genres and the next one is book genres interpret table, right? Now let's create an entity for same. So we're just going to copy this one, paste here with genre. We won't have this name, we won't have this author. So now genre will have multiple books, right? So it would be books with book entity of type array, right? So now this it would be, instead of many to one, it would be many to many, and this would be your book entity, and on the inverse side would be your book will have multiple genres, right? So book dot genre. So this we are going to add in our book. We don't need this join column here. Let's add this in our book. So secondly, need to rename it, right? Entity. Lovely Jenner. Okay, now we have our book entry sorted. Sorry, general entry sorted. Now we will create a field for books. So here we are just going to add many to many again. General entity and general will have books, and the field here would be general, which will be of type general entity. So this other should be gone. Okay. So now we need to, so like in this one we have done join column, right? Because we were joining the column. But in case of many to many, we are basically joining using a table. So we will use a decorator known as join table. So you can add that anywhere, but like I said, whatever is your folder of the relation, at that side we will generally use the join column or join table. So for one to many, it's pretty clear that we will need to add this column on the table that holds our foreign key. But for many to many, we can add that to either of them. So let's add it to general. So we are going to use join table from type foreign. So now we're going to see what fields does it have. So join table takes join table options. So first name is the name. So it's name of a table that will be created to store the values of both table. So like I said, right? So if we don't create this table using migration, this will automatically create it. But it's advisable that we create it by ourselves, so it won't create it again. Now, join column will be the first column of the join table, and inverse will be the second column of the join table. So this one we're going to add our name will be table name. So this will be our table name. Join column would be, so this would be the first uh, column. So it would be your book ID, and secondly would be your inverse join column. So that would be your general ID. So we have this thing ready. Now we are going to see whether it's working or not. So again, we will go to our DB test. Now we will also do await general entity dot delete await. Okay, so we also need to create entity for this table, but it's optional, right? So unless you have some use case where you need to query this table directly, we are not going to create its entity. So in this case, I don't think so we would be querying this table directly, the intermediate table. So we are just going to skip and we won't create its entity, right? So let's go into DB test. So here what we are going to do is we will just scrap this off. So we will create const book is equal to new book entity, book dot name is equal to book one, book dot. Now we are going to create one genre. So const generate new genre entity, genre dot name is equal to description, genre dot save. Now let's run this and see what's happening. Okay, so it has created our books, it has created our genres, right? Now see how we are going to save a book into genre, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to just use book dot genres is equal to genre and book dot save. Okay. So see, what it's doing is it's basically inserting into book genre intermediate table book ID and our genre ID. So let's do one thing. So let's print here our console dot log book here genre. Now run this query again. Okay. So book is the ID 9 and genre is the ID 3, but doing the reverse, right? That's because we might have done wrong here in our join table. So basically, a join column should be the genre ID here, and the other one would be book ID, right? So let's go ahead and run this query again. Okay, so it created a book with ID 10, it has created a genre with ID 4, and it has inserted it correctly, right? So the genre is 4 and the book ID is 10. So that's how we basically do many to many relationship. Now there is a important thing that I would like to mention here is that uh, so you see we have four tables, right? The user, the book, the genres, and this intermediary table to holds man to many relationship for book and genre, right? But we haven't created entity for this table, right? So that's because we are not using this table directly, right? So this table is only being used by this decorator, which we have added to our genre, the join table decorator, right? So it will manage how to insert in genre, how to insert the values in book. But at the end of the day, you will basically have this thing working, and you actually don't need this intermediate table as an entity here. Now, in some rare cases, you might have that. So let's say your book can have multiple genre, right? But one of the genre would be its primary genre, right? So in that case, we need to add one more field in this table, which would be like book ID, genre ID, and a boolean field maybe, which would show that this is the primary or this is the main genre of this book. So for that, let's see how the table would be. So we would have one more column here. Let's say is primary. and for book number 1 the genre id 1 would be true, for other it would be false, for it may be true, and let's say it would be false. So basically, now you have this book and genre, and obviously one book have multiple genres and one genre have belongs to multiple book, but some of them are primary and some of them are not, right? So now let's say you need to find a book where genre 1 is primary, right? So one thing is like you find all the books of genre, so like you find a particular genre and fetch its books, and then you can filter it based on whether it's primary or not, right? The second way is we create an entity for this table, intermediary table, and we query directly from this table itself, like where genre id is 1 and its primary is true, and from that we retrieve all the books. But now in order to use intermediary table as an entity here, right? So if we create an entity for this, then in that case we need to change our relationship. So for example, we have used many to many relationship, right? If we are going to use this intermediate table, then we have to use this many to many relationship via one to many and many to one. So basically, join it would again use join column, and both of these book and genre would reference to our intermediate table. So that we are going to see in later part of the tutorial. But for now, it's the simple many to many relationship. So we just going to see how the fetching will take place. So let's say we are doing const b is equal to find one where console dot log b. Right now we're going to run it. Okay, b is a promise. So be a book entity with id uh, name, and the author id is null, obviously because we are not using author. So we also want to say its genres, right? So let's say b genre dot b dot genres. So obviously that would be undefined because we are not providing a relation here. Okay, so genres are undefined, right? Now we're just going to add the relation here. So the way we do relation is find one option. So we are going to use this relation. So now you see it has uh, fetched using the left join, and so it will the ORM will take care of that joins and all. So you have this thing working. So that's all for this video.